Today, a federal judge in Portland began hearing arguments in a lawsuit that'll help determine the fate of Measure 114. That is the voter-passed gun law that would create a permitting process in order to buy a gun and ban magazines that hold more than 10 rounds. The measure would also close something critics have called the Charleston loophole. That is a federal law that allows gun dealers to sell a gun to someone without a completed background check if the results of that check are not received after 3 days. Now, this trial is slated to last the week. It is a bench trial, meaning no jury, though a ruling from the judge could take weeks or months here. The law, by the way, is essentially on hold because of federal and state challenges. Let's run you through the arguments, though, on both sides here. The Oregon Firearms Federation is the leading plaintiff challenging Measure 114. They argue the measure is unconstitutional, that it infringes on the Second Amendment by allowing indefinite delays on gun purchases when background checks are not done quickly. That is where the Charleston loophole we mentioned comes into play. Now, they want Measure 114 ruled unconstitutional and therefore thrown out. The defense, though, is arguing that all parts of Measure 114 are constitutional, including the permit to purchase regulations and the ban on large magazines.
The crux of our defense for large capacity magazines are that they're not arms at all, protected by the Second Amendment because they're accessories. We're extremely confident that after a 5-day trial, we're going to prevail and Measure 114 will be able to move forward and be implemented.
It's actually not that simple. Most things aren't, because there's also a state lawsuit playing out in Harney County challenging the law based on the Oregon Constitution and its own section on the right to bear arms. A judge there pushing pause on 114 until a trial in September. Regardless of outcomes at the state and federal levels, experts expect appeals on both levels, which means we're essentially in legal limbo here for months, if not considerably longer than that. Then there is a bill in the legislature. Yes, that bill, the one lawmakers say was designed to build on 114 and essentially work around it while the measure was held up in court. But you can guess what's happened to Senate Bill 348. It is stuck in the Senate because of the Republican-led walkout, like everything else.